We have seen some crazy and innovative tech, but in this video, we are not talking about the same usual cool stuff. Nope. Instead, we are going to dive into the weirdest yet innovative tech of this year. First up, we have got Dot, which also won a CES Innovation Award this year. This is one of the weirdest idea to come out of CES, and yet it is kind of brilliant. Dot is a pocket-sized Wi-Fi hub that pairs with your smartphone hotspot. The idea is simple: you can trade your extra mobile data anonymously through the companion app. Here is how it works. If you have got an extra data to spare, you are called a dotter. You can buy a dot device, set it up, and start trading your unused data. And the receiver doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't even need to have internet connection. He just have to be near your dot device. He turns on the Wi-Fi and connects to your network and pay for the data he uses. Second, we got phone toaster. Okay, this one actually not called phone toaster, but the real name is Sweepit. Doesn't make it any less weird though. Here is the concept. Sweepit is designed to make sure your phone never runs out of battery. You buy their kit, which includes a bulky phone cover with a swappable battery pack and a toaster-like device to recharge the battery. When your battery is low, you swap it out with a freshly toasted one. But here is my question. Why go through all that trouble? Why not just use a MagSafe charger or spend a little less time on your phone, healthier and cheaper? But do you think? Personally, I'm not a fan of this device at all. Next three we got televisions. Three made the list and two of them are really cool. First, foldable TV. This one is straight out of a sci-fi movie. It is cool, no doubt about it, and I would really love to own one. If not for the astronomical price that is. But here is the thing, when I think about the practical use, a flat TV still wins. And you know how foldable screens are? Like those creases on that Samsung foldable devices. You see, people are selling those devices because of that. Imagine watching a movie with 3 or 4 creases lying across the screen. I don't think I want that. Maybe not today, but in the future, foldable TVs might carve out their own place in the market for sure. Then I will buy one for sure. And I really do think that in future it will become an affordable thing to own. Transparent TV. Now this one is even cooler than foldable TV, like something straight out of the Blade Runner movie. But here is the problem, it is not practical and it is even worse than the foldable TV. You cannot really watch movies or TV shows on it. From what I saw in the demo, it is more suited for a specific type of videos. Honestly, the best use case I can think of is for luxury brands like Rolex or Louis Vuitton. A transparent TV could be an amazing for showcasing their product because that is what their brand identity is. They want to show their product is really of high value. It will bring that thing into the showcase. Absolutely amazing for them. But for average person, not so much. At last, we got LG Stand By Me. It is a portable TV with 27-inch screen and about 4 hours of battery life. The concept is simple, you can carry it around and watch wherever you want. But here is the thing, it is kind of stuck in a weird size, too small to be a proper TV, but too big to be a iPad. And if I had to pick between an iPad and this TV, I would go with the iPad every time because it can do so much more than just playing videos. But for some people, a 27-inch screen with a 4 hours of battery backup might be good. So that's it for the weirdest take of CES 2025. Let me know what you think in the comments. Any of this catches your attention? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe. I will see you in the next one. If you subscribe, that is.